Hi guys, it's Nancy Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, we're here just to finish up the fairy world that we've been creating. So let me just show you how this has turned out. I have collaged the our fairy in, and I also finished coloring her up. Remember, on the last video, I had colored her up. We had just done the face. But I went ahead off camera and did the hair and the wings and her little blouse. But I said I promise on the next one that the next girl I do, I'll do the face off camera and I'll do like the outfit. If there's wings, we'll do wings. There's always hair, and we'll do the hair. Okay, so we'll do that the next time so you can see that. But I have to tell you guys something. I did the hair, the wings, and her outfit with Jane Davenport's. This is called, okay, I forgot what she calls it, but maybe it says it on the front of here. You make your own watercolor. She gives you the pigments. They come in like a powder form, and you add your own gum arabic, and you add a little glycerin or honey and a little water, I think. And you make your own watercolors. So I'm trying, she has it on her website, so you can go to JaneDavenport.com. You'll see it. I'm looking for the box that has all my stuff in it. Here it is, because then I can tell you what the name of it is. Anyway, I hadn't really used these watercolors. I am obsessed. Let me show you. Oh, and I want to tell you something also. I'm getting ahead of myself everywhere. Really quick. This here is a copy. I made a copy of it. Sometimes I have to make a copy that's a regular 8x10 or 8.5x11 copy. Sometimes I have to do a 5x7 copy. It depends. So load it into your computer, and you should have a choice whether to make a 5x7, a regular 8x10, or a full. So I do an 8x10 or a full. First I did a 5x7 size. It was way too small. See? That just looked ridiculous. So then I just copied it straight up, whatever was, however this was. So this was my original. And then I cut it out, and then I glued this on. And usually, this time I used the glue stick. Normally I always use my collage glues, but I used the glue stick and I love it. And I did it on just copy paper so that it really, so it just really looks nice and smooth on here. So I didn't do it in cardstock. Also, I just wanted to show you how this turned out. This is the original. Look how pretty that turned out. I don't know if you can see. This is the watercolor. This is what I wanted to see. If you can see, the watercolor has sparkle in it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see the sparkle at all? Hopefully you can in the watercolor. So I absolutely love the Jane Davenport watercolors. I'm obsessed. Like I said, on her site, you can go to her site and order this. This is not cheap. This is expensive as hell, okay? I got it for I think for Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember. I think for Christmas, and it came like weeks later because it was when we were having a lot of problems with the mail. So it came way later than it was supposed to. Yeah, it was a Christmas present. So that's why, I was able to actually get it, because I was saying to my husband, I really want this so bad, but it's so expensive, and he just ignored me and bought and ordered it for me. I couldn't believe it. Let me see what she calls this. I think it's called Fairy Dust Pigment Bundle. But she calls it something else. Anyway, you'll see it when you go on there, www.janedavenport.com, and you'll go to her shop, and she gives you everything you need to make the watercolors. So, she gives you everything you need. So she even gives you the palettes, and that's what this is. Isn't this gorgeous? These right here are like sparkle with a little bit of color in them. What I need to do is go through each one of these with a sheet of watercolor paper or mixed media paper and try all of them. They are gorgeous. They are very, have a lot of strength or potency to them, and they're gorgeous. And they're all have shimmer to them. That's, and I kind of made it so like these are the purples and blues and everything goes together. And these are all the shimmers. They're shimmer with a little bit of color. I need to, like I said, I need to go through and do a swatch. I should do a swatch on camera so everybody can see these. Because I did do a video where you saw how you make these. So I need to do a video where I, just seeing how dry these are. Cool. Where I test out the colors. Aren't these gorgeous? And so I was excited because I really hadn't done a project with them yet. I hadn't used watercolors for a while, and they are fabulous. I'm obsessed. I absolutely love them. So, I don't know what the heck that is right there. Something was drying and didn't dry that great. Anyway, yeah. So, would I highly suggest buying her whole kit where you make your own watercolors? Yes, I would. You can also make sprays from it, watercolors from it, and you can also make them so you can put them in a pen, in a water brush pen. So you end up with just, and so I still have tons of pigment ink, and like I said, it comes in little packages and it's in powder form, and you have to add water, gum arabic, and either honey or glycerin. And the honey or glycerin is for preservative, so they don't, you know, mold. But oh, you guys, these are gorgeous. The only other Jane ones that I really want bad is she has some layer cake. And they act like they are a, what do you call that kind of paint? Oh, damn it, I can't think of what it's called. Anyway, her paints are called layer cake, and that's the one I want to get next. I have no business buying any more paint because I have too much. Okay, so I explained all that. So now what we want to do is we want this, make this look like it belongs in the painting. It pretty much looks like it, but we're going to make it look like it more. So the first thing I want to do is get some white paint here on my mat. Okay. You know what? This light is really blowing out. Okay, let me see if I put this up. It's crazy. Sometimes it's just too much light, isn't it? Sometimes it's not enough light. Sometimes it's too much light. It's crazy. Okay, let me shine that down. I think it's just too much. It's blowing out the... it's still blowing out. It's blowing out this wing over here. That's weird. Alright, let me just see if that'll work out good. Alright, good enough. You can only do so much, right? Right. Alright, so let me bring this down a little bit so you can get a good look. Oh, we can bring this up a little bit more. Alright, so down here at the bottom, I want to put some water lines in over her, just the very bottom of her clothing. So it looks like she's coming up out of the water, okay? So I'm going to use the brush that we used to make the water lines originally. That's what we're going to use. Let me get a baby wipe out because my hands are sticky from something. I don't know what the heck it's sticky from. Okay. Here we go. So you just want a little bit of paint. We're going to create water lines, just like we did before. And we're going to do them just down here and go over her clothing. You're actually going to have to add a little more paint than normal because her clothing is kind of light, so I wanted to make sure it shows up good. Okay. All right, so that looks good. All right, so now it looks like now it looks like she's coming out of the water. That's what I feel like. Also, let's do some fairy dust over everything except her face and her... If it gets a little bit on her body, I'm fine. I just don't want it on her face. So let me cut this off of here. little fairy dust. Let's see if I can. Okay. I just wanted to get, there we go. So, a little bit of water, and let's create fairy dust. So let's fairy dust and put some fairy dust in her hair. So if we put the fairy dust in her hair, it'll make it look more like, okay, she painted that right in the painting, because there's fairy dust everywhere, right? And now there's fairy dust on her too. So in my opinion, it makes it look like she's in the painting. Like she was painting the painting. Not that I tacked it on, which is exactly how I did it. Okay. And it gives a little magical quality, I think, to everything else. All right, so let's remove that. Put our brush in the water. Very pretty. Love that. Okay, another thing I want to do with the white paint, and this is just the cheapy white acrylic paint that I always use from Walmart. Just a second, I'm getting some out of my nails. Okay, so now I'm going to take the liner brush and this brush here, and we're going to throw some shooting stars, like coming off, like maybe shooting into her hair. So we'll put one here. Love it. We'll do one here. I hate going this angle, but we need to do it, so do it here. That looks good. And let's do one more coming like maybe down here. And to me, it makes it look more like it belongs in the story. So also let's put a couple of shooting stars like maybe on her wings. We'll do one coming here. We'll do one coming off this wing over here. Okay. We'll do one coming off her shoulder. So it looks like she's in this cosmic, beautiful fairy world. I love it. Very nice. Let me see what you guys are seeing. I love it. And you know what else we might do? I think this would look really good too. Let's do some birds, like flying, like near her, around her, like on maybe on a wing, so that we can see that birds are flying around her also. That just hit me, so let's do it. So let's throw some birds in. Okay, like on her wings. Okay, we'll put one back here so that we feel like they're coming in. Okay, same thing here. We'll throw one. A couple of little birdies here and there. Love it. And I just feel like that just puts, those are just the little things you can do just to put her more in this world. So, you know, there's shooting stars going everywhere. So there's shooting stars going over her. There's birds flying all around her. There's fairy dust sprinkled all over her also. So she's a part of the world. So I think just those few little things puts her in the world and makes it look like she belongs there. What do you think? So you guys, that is, I think that's it. I told you guys the last video will be really short because we'll already have pasted her down. And let me discuss this really quick since we have a little bit of time. What I normally do when if I want to take my girl and my original girl here, I will use a flash drive, load her into the, put her on the printer and then copy her up onto a flash drive. Take that flash drive, put that into my computer. Okay, well now we have this thing where I can just put my picture where you scan and then say to send it right to my computer, and it's through like a chip or something. Well, it don't work. Okay, so, and we have a new printer. We can't get it all to hook up. So hopefully my husband can figure that out. So what I did this last time for this picture is I actually took a picture with my phone. I got up close as I could, that I could get everything in the frame. I made a copy of it. I then made a post on Facebook. And then from there, I said copy, and then it copies it to my photographs, okay, on my computer. Hope you guys are following all this. And then from there, I can go ahead and print. And then from there, in my printer section, I can print out 5x7, 8x10, full page, 4x6. So first I told you I did the 5x7, that was too small. So then I just said do a regular full page. So basically the size that we painted her, okay? And that's how I was able to get a copy of her and put her in here. I also like to have the original like this, so if I want to make more copies of this, I can, and I can use her in other art. I also like to make a copy like I did of the original sketch that I did, so that if I want to use her again, I can. Okay? Or if I want to take this sketch and put this on my Etsy site and sell the sketch so that people can color her. Or if I want to make a coloring book someday, which I'm thinking about, I would like to do, you know, there's a lot of things. So anyway, you guys, this is it. I hope you guys have been inspired to maybe do some of this fantasy type of art with collage and mixed media. And if you don't draw, like you want to put a subject in here, you could do collage from a magazine. You could do a stamp and color up the stamp yourself. You could do a coloring book page, color that up and cut it out and put her in here. So there's so many ways you can go about that. Or you could just leave it and not have anything in your world. Just have the mermaid world or the fantasy world. That looks fabulous too. So there's so many ways to go about it. This I will make prints of, and I will put them on, I make custom journals with my, and I make prints of my work and then make custom journals. So I will be making some custom prints and making some journals and put that in my Etsy shop soon. So look for that. When that's up, I usually share that on my Instagram. So if you haven't joined my Instagram, please join my Instagram. It's a clickable link below. Come join me on Instagram. Come join me on Facebook. I have my own Facebook page, and then I have a Facebook group called Our Magical Little Place. You can post any of your artwork there. If you do any mixed media, if you decide to do this, you can post on there. Share with them. It's a really nice group. All right, you guys, that's it. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions below, let me know if you're going to do something like this or not, what you think about it. Come visit me on Facebook, Instagram, and Our Magical Little Place on Facebook also, or my personal page. Oh, I also have a button. I also have Buy Me a Coffee button. So what that is just a donation to the channel. If you like what I'm doing and you want to give a little donation, you can do that through Buy Me a Coffee. And that is it. Remember, you guys, do something nice for someone today. And remember, my friends, we have more in common than we do not. I'll talk to you guys soon.